How's it, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Well, I brought the vr6 back to the shop because I broke it again. I broke it for the second time, one piston. So here it is, the offender. So I've got another spare. So this is the second time I've overboosted it, and the second time the same thing has happened. I keep on going for spins, and then I would click the clicker 1 and 2 and 3. But in the street, it's not boosting what is boosting on the dyno. In the street, when we look down at the boost gauge, it was boosting 1.5 bar, and that's why it was wheel spinning in third. And we still both laughed and said, yo, this thing is flying. And as we said that, I looked down at the boost gauge, and then I saw it is like, whoo, right on the end of its 1.6 bar scale. So then we fried another piston. So we didn't blow it up. We just have a little bit of smoke coming out the breather. So I knew as soon as I saw the smoke coming out the breather that something had happened. But yeah, so now I know why you can't boost a stock piston so hard. Okay, so if I can maybe keep it to 1 bar, I think 1 bar will be sufficient, just to keep it calm and 200 kilowatts, because I'm aiming for 400, but I see 400 is that piston's there. I'm gonna have to buy those like 30 something thousand pistons and rods, but maybe I'll hit up my friend for his bottom end. Yeah, maybe. So anyways, so basically I'm just gonna whip out one piston, put that one piston in. The hone in the block is still like, you can still even see the hone marks. I haven't even done that many kilometers with the car. Just so happened that day when I took it for a spin with my ethanol mix and everything, and yeah, just we kept it too hard. Luckily it was on E85, it didn't completely melt the piston, you know, it didn't even damage any of the heads. You can see if you look at this, there's no like detonation marks on any of the pistons. It's just like, you can see this top ring, you can see it's like it's nipped, and then if you look on this ring here, you can see there's some discoloring on the few scoring marks obviously where it's come, but that piece was inside, so the piece is here. So it's not like it disintegrated, it was still hanging inside there. And don't look at the groove, because that's just the ring. Okay, so that ring was still okay, but yeah. So I basically learned from this little experience that I must operate within the limitations of the equipment that I'm using. So I can't expect to boost stock pistons 1.5 bar, even on E85. They are doing it overseas, they say 800 horsepower, but I don't think my pump is even supplying enough fuel for 1.6 bar, because I only tuned it up to like 1 bar. So it's my mistake yet again. You know, the first time we didn't have a boost gauge on, the second time I did have a boost gauge on, but we clicked it 4 clicks, and meantime 4 clicks meant like 1.6 bar. So yeah, well, back together again. I'm gonna put the one piston and get it all assembled again, get it running, and then hopefully actually have time to enjoy it this time, and not turn up the boost, and not just enjoy it, and actually get it to the point where I can paint it. Finally just paint the whole car and take all the scratches out of it and pull the sills straight, and then I'm going to get another set of seats for the front, and then have the rear recovered. We're going to redo the hood liner on the inside, and do all the material on the door pads, and then I think it will start looking nice. And I do have a new, well, not new, I've got an old spec grill that I managed to get out of someone with a Jetta for doing them a favor. I gave them a new spec grill, and they gave me their old original grill, so it's just having a tiny bit of panel beating. And then when I paint the car, we're going to change it to have the old spec grill in front. Alright, so that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, red line out.